Well, hello, Steve. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
So tell me, what seems to be bothering you today? Don't mind Peter. He's
Besides
very
the
friendly.
fact that I'm allergic to cats. Nothing's bothering me yet today. I feel pretty good.
You feel good?
I think so.
Well, there has to be a reason that you decided you wanted to see me. So I'm going to say bullshit on that, Steve.
Well, I got a lot of sleep today.
Mm-hmm.
I got to eat some food. And other than that, I haven't had to work that hard.
Mm-hmm.
So the day's going pretty good, but the week was pretty tough. This week's been tough on me.
So was there anything in particular that happened this week that,
Well, starting on Sunday night, last week,
mm-hmm.
I had to stay up late. I was doing, I actually got invited to do a podcast on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to stay up late, so I missed some sleep there. And rolling into Monday, I get up early to go to my gym
Mm-hmm.
to try to help people better their lives. And no one showed up.
Oh.
So it's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
You get in the zone and you're getting ready to help people change their lives, but there's no people.
Mm. It's kind of like when I'm just sitting in my office waiting for someone to ask for my help.
Yeah. It's bad. And there's a lot of people out there that need help.
There is a lot of people that need help. Even I need help sometimes.
And so pretty much we're rolling through Monday. Not a lot of sleep. I skipped a meal on Monday. I'm still angry about that. I feel like...
Why?
Well, I'm trying to get swole. And you have to eat to do that. And I feel like I really missed out.
I mean, you look pretty swole right now.
Well, I try.
Trying to get swoller.
I try to get massive.
Mm.
But I feel like I just stay the same. But it's because I keep skipping meals. It's an issue.
Why do you desire to get so big?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Do you think you might have a superhero complex?
I probably do, because I was just thinking, if I'm ever trapped underneath a car, how much energy it would take to scream for help versus how much energy it would take to just push the car off of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just pushing it off of you would be easier.
Mm. Okay.
Because have you ever tried to scream out loud?
Only in my dreams.
When your diaphragm is crushed, you can't. You don't really scream. You just kind of whimper.
Mm.
And nobody's coming. They're not going to come. So maybe that's why it's a survival instinct.
Have you been trapped underneath a car before?
No.
Nightmares?
No.
Abusive parents?
No. I just had to change my brakes. So we were going into, basically, I just had to change my brakes, and I thought of that if the car fell on top of me, that I wouldn't be able to get it off because I skipped that meal.
This was recently?
Yeah. This was all Monday.
So ever since Monday, you're like, I need to get swole.
Yeah, I need to get bigger.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we'll get back to that one there. Okay, so you skipped a meal, you wanted to help people, but they didn't show up. What else?
Well, I guess I just mentioned that I had to change my brakes. So I left the gym and I was driving home, and I heard a crunching sound when I pressed the brakes. And it turns out that there was no pad left on the brakes.
Oh, you got a heavy foot there.
Yeah. And so now I have to go to the store and get all the equipment and things necessary to change my brakes. So I had to change my brakes, so I didn't get to sleep. I didn't skip a meal at that point in the day. Mm-hmm. I got a couple bananas in me. I felt like it was okay. I like to start my morning off with fruit.
Okay.
I feel like it's easy on the stomach, gives you a little energy, and it's hydrating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you usually have 2 bananas?
Actually, I can have anywhere from 2 to 6 bananas as a meal.
Day?
Oh, just as a meal.
How often are you pooping?
And it's another issue. It's not enough.
It's because you're eating too many goddamn bananas. I'm sorry. I'm just really passionate about people eating too many bananas.
I would think that the bananas would help.
No, honey. No,
Why not?
no.
Why is that?
No. Bananas is what they prescribe old people when they're having diarrhea. It constipates you.
I thought because of the shape, they're kind of shaped like poop, that it would naturally...
That's an interesting logic, but no.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 bananas to 6 bananas a day, huh?
It's possible if they're in the right ripeness.
Do you like smoothies?
I do.
Well, if you like bananas so much, you could do something like a date and banana smoothie with some almond butter and maybe whatever kind of milk you like in there. I prefer non-dairy because then it's like, the dates are going to help give you that fiber and also let things loose, whereas the banana, so it's kind of like, what's the word? It's like they cancel each other out a little bit, you know? You might want to try that. But if you're trying to get swole, bananas can help. But did you know that really 1 banana is like 3 servings of a banana?
Oh, not only do I not believe that, but I didn't know that.
You don't believe it?
I don't even understand that.
Well, concept. If you think about a serving of food, right? Like,
yeah.
1 whole watermelon isn't 1 serving of watermelon.
Okay.
It's the same with the banana.
I think I got
it. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Are you good at math?
How many servings of banana should a human have?
1. So
what do you do with the rest of the banana?
Freeze it.
I like to make banana ice cream with frozen bananas.
There you go.
But then technically I couldn't eat it on the same day.
So let's go back into the poop. So you're having a hard time pooping.
I don't know that I ever said that.
You said you weren't going enough.
I don't think I am.
You don't think? How?
But I also thought 1 banana was 1 serving. So maybe I need to ask how many times I should be going to the bathroom.
How many times are you going to the bathroom?
1 to 2 times a day.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
How many meals a day are you eating?
Well, it depends on the day. Now that my brakes are finished, I can get anywhere from 2 to 4 meals a day.
And was the brakes really getting involved between your...
The thing is brake dust, we know, is toxic. It's basically just metal dust. And if you've ever changed your brakes, it gets all over your hands and you can't eat with brake dust on your hands.
How do you wash it off?
Well, the thing is it takes anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to change the brakes on a vehicle. So I had to skip that meal, but I usually just use dish soap It seems to be a good degreaser and brake dust remover.
Okay. So, I think you're good on the pooping. So what else happened this week?
Well, going into Tuesday, I did have some people show up to try and change their lives. They complained a lot.
About what?
First about their lives, and then about their jobs, and then about burpees. And also some complained about how hot it was. And that leads me right into when I went to turn the cooler on and it didn't work.
Oh, so you're having some technical errors at your place of business as well.
Yeah. Turns out the belts are worn out in the cooler. And so I had to fix those. So that was another meal that I had to skip.
A lot of things you gotta fix or get in the way of your eating.
Yeah.
Okay. So besides, these, and I'm not downplaying, your issues of the week, but besides, these things that happen, things break down, you gotta fix your brakes, dealing with the clients of your business, those are kind of just day-to-day things that are expected to happen. Besides all of those things, it seems like there is a lot of those just little things, right, that are just irritating you. What is going on with Steve in his heart, his mind, and soul that is causing you to say, you know what, I needed to go see Lexi to talk to her today?
Oh, man. Well, it's hard to really think about all those. Hard to think about what's in my soul when I'm constantly having to change brakes and cooler belts. But, and I'm skipping meals. I don't know. There's not much. I don't even know, to be honest, if I have a soul anymore.
Interesting.
I think I might have given it up if it existed to begin with.
To who?
To society.
To society.
To my business.
So, did you make some sort of deal with the devil to start your business? Is that what you're saying?
Well, there's just not enough time to have a soul anymore, I don't think.
Well, wouldn't you say that you would need a soul and you would need passion to want to help people be better?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe there's a little bit in there.
Go ahead, keep going.
I don't know. I think there's a little bit in there, but I don't know about this soul thing, to be honest. I never really put much thought into it.
So, do you believe people have souls?
I believe shoes have souls.
Shoes.
Yeah, and I think that the more comfortable your shoe is, the weaker your soul's going to be.
Funny. You should be a comedian.
I've dabbled in it.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I don't have that much time.
No one's being sarcastic, Steve. So, Steve, have you ever loved anyone before?
Oh, yeah. My mom.
Okay.
My dad. My brother for a short period of time.
Okay.
I have a wife and 2 kids.
Okay. So, you don't think any soul is needed to love your family members or your wife or your children?
I don't know. Is that required?
I would imagine you have to have some sort of soul, passion, compassion for your family members. I mean, what is your relationship like with your immediate family?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
We live together.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And we live together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we'll be in the same room at the same time.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, one of us will walk into a room where the other is.
I see. Mm-hmm. So tell me, let's go back to when you and your wife met. How did you two meet?
I was in high school.
So high school sweethearts, huh?
I guess you could say so.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And was it love at first sight, or?
Probably not. Probably not.
So what enticed you to be with your girlfriend in high school at the time?
That was a long time ago. I think it was just the dating thing. Just let's go on a date.
Just being a high school boy wanting to get your dick wet? I mean...
I wouldn't be that crude, but basically you read my mind.
Okay, so you don't have a soul, but you want to be that crude. Interesting. Okay. So, obviously, it was so good that you're, many, many years down the road, 2 children later.
Yeah. I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
It's been okay. Just grinding it out.
Literally, grinding it out.
Teeth and everything.
What are you using your teeth for?
Oh, man. It's just a...
Are you grinding your teeth at night?
I think that was what we call a metaphor, maybe. I'm not that smart. But
are you grinding your teeth at night? Because do you have a dentist? I can refer you to...
I don't anymore, I don't think. But I do think I clench a lot. I bite down.
I mean, you do have... it could be the beard, but you do have quite the jawline there.
I bite down quite a bit. Sometimes I never let go.
Are you angry?
Not at the moment.
Do you experience anger a lot?
Yeah. I do.
And would you say all those things that happened this week made you pretty angry?
No.
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 Do I make you angry?
Frustrated. You make me frustrated.
Okay. Tell me more about
Just
that.
like when my brakes went out.
I find it fascinating that you are so obsessive over your brakes.
That's just one...
But you fixed it, right? Everything's all good now?
I would say so.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So it seems there's a little setback on learning how to let things go. Would you agree with me?
It's possible.
What else are you holding on to?
Apparently, all of my fecal matter from the bananas.
Well, you pooped today, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're fine.
So did we rule the banana thing out, or we didn't?
I'm not ruling it out, but I'm just saying, if there's a day where you're like, oh, I didn't really poop today, maybe you should think about how many bananas you had. Just a thought. Okay.
Well, that was just Tuesday, by the way. We were barely into Tuesday.
I'm feeling quite a bit of frustration myself, too, because I'm not quite sure why you're here.
Well, I guess since you're going to make me say it, I just needed somebody to talk to.
You just wanted to talk?
Yeah.
That's perfectly okay. Yeah. Do you have, some people that you can talk to in your personal life?
Just 1 to 3 people.
Who are those people?
I live with them.
Okay.
The problem is the 9-year-old, she doesn't get it. And I don't get her.
Okay. So is there like an issue with communication there, or?
Probably.
Do you want to give an example of a miscommunication?
Well, here's an example, is she cannot even read my handwriting. And I don't know if it's because my handwriting's that bad or she doesn't know how to read that well.
It might be a combination of both.
I think so.
So, are you writing her lots of letters or something?
Never. I don't think I've ever written her a letter. I just assumed that we don't communicate that well because she can't read or write that well, and neither can I. So how good of a conversation could that possibly be?
Well, you can communicate verbally.
It's true.
Yeah. Do you guys like to have conversations?
We do talk sometimes. Sometimes I tell her to turn her iPhone down so it doesn't affect my driving.
That's important.
And she's complicit. So I'd say that's a good relationship.
Okay. What about the other two?
The other one is roughly 6 to 7 years old.
And this is your child,
This
correct?
is the young male that's living in my house.
Okay.
And he won't stop building Legos.
Do you not like Legos?
I think I like Legos.
Okay.
I stopped playing with them back in '96, and I feel like he's rubbing it in my face now.
Because you don't...
'Cause he's better at it than I am.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I can't build anything anymore, and he's pretty good.
So would you say that you two have a competitive relationship?
I feel like he's definitely like trying to stir the pot a little bit because he constantly says, "Hey, look what I built." And I'll be honest, I just want to crush it. I just want to take this. He built the Nina. You know, the boat that Columbus sailed across the ocean with? One of the boats.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he was on that one. But he built that boat. And it looked just like it.
Wow.
And I just wanted to smash it.
Okay. Do you want to talk about your wife?
Not really.
Well, tell me how your relationship is there.
It's going good.
Do you guys talk?
Sometimes she will text message me and will let me know that she is picking the kids up from school.
Okay.
And sometimes she will get up and she'll say, "I'm going to bed." And yeah.
So that's the extent of your communication throughout the day.
There might be a little bit more, like, sometimes I'll ask her if she paid the electric bill, which is not even necessary. I could just log in and check. So really I don't even need to ask her that. And usually every night as I lay down, I look at her and I say, "Did you turn the AC down? Because it's hot." And she says, "Yeah."
Okay. And you guys share a bed?
Well, yeah. It is, so if you think about the border of the United States and Mexico, and this isn't a racial thing because she happens to be Mexican, would you say that the United States and Mexico share the land? Or that is theirs and this is ours, as in the United States?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a border, so...
I think it's kind of like that. But there's no wall, which would be funny.
Would you prefer if there was a wall?
I think that might make a good joke. No.
Oh, okay. So then you're not a Trump supporter?
I don't need a wall, no.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say we share. It's my side and it's her side.
Okay.
But anybody's welcome on my side.
Anyone? Including...
Anyone.
The 9-year-old and the 6 to 7-year-old?
For a short period of time. Like if we had to put it in perspective, like a work visa.
Interesting.
So you can only come over here for a little bit, but then you got to go back.
I see. Okay. How's your relationship with your parents?
It's okay. I used to appreciate them a lot more when they paid for the food and the electric bill and the house. I do most of that on my own now. So, well, first of all, my dad passed away.
Sorry to hear
but basically my mom she's there. She's out there. And once in a while I will ask her, what kind of brake pads do you recommend?
All right. Okay. Do you mind if we do a little exercise really quick?
I'm actually not working out today.
No, not that kind of exercise. It's a breathing exercise.
Oh.
You don't have to move. You're going to stay right where you're at. You comfortable with that?
Okay, sure.
All right. Go ahead and relax. Place your hands either to your side, on your heart, wherever it's going to be most comfortable for you.
We're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance?
No, we're not going to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
We should have done that before.
This isn't a sporting event.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I?
If you want to go, you can.
Okay.
That makes you feel more comfortable.
At the side.
Okay. Go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to only keep your mind on your breath, okay? You're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. That's deep. Fill those lungs up and then breathe out through the mouth. Okay, now on the second breath, I want you to do the same thing. Fill in your lungs as much as you possibly can, and when you breathe out, let everything go. Whatever noise you need to make, just let it out. Good. Let's do a couple more of those. Breathe in. Good job, Steve. Let's do one more. Good. I want you to keep your eyes closed. And I want you to think about what it is in your life that you feel is very much so lacking right now. Okay? And I want you to think about that as you continue to breathe. Take those nice deep cleansing breaths and think about what it is that you're missing, that you feel like might be a little bit out of your own control. And whenever you're ready, whatever first comes to your mind or whatever you feel in your gut, I just want you to blurt it out.
Money.
Money, okay. Anything else?
Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
New carpet.
New carpet.
That
okay.
kind of falls under money.
Okay.
Take it back.
It's okay, we'll add it as a sub. Anything else, Steve? All right. Go ahead and open your eyes. So, money and sleep. So obviously there's been a little bit of difficulties at the job with getting your clients to show up, right? And it seems like that was the start of the decline of your week, am I right?
It's every week.
So what can we do differently to get people a little bit more committed?
Well, if we could go back in time and make sure CrossFit was never invented, that might help.
Well, we can't do that. So are people leaving your gym to go do CrossFit?
No. It's just silly. It's something I actually don't even want to get into, but I kind of do. But I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I think that's what's wrong is I don't know. I don't know what I need to do.
Okay. Well, the first step to trying to figure out a problem is to realize that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to figure it out, right? That's great. It's great that you can admit that. So, who can you conspire with or mastermind with to come up with a solution? Do you have a team of people that work with you, or are you fully operating alone?
Fully operating alone.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't conspire with anybody.
Well, you can conspire with me.
You're just a therapist.
Well, I'm technically not a therapist. I'm a life coach.
I mean, you have a great body, but I don't know how much you know about the gym business.
I know enough to be helpful,
Okay.
I think.
You do know a lot about bananas.
I do know a
Sorry.
lot about bananas.
That was just my first impression of you, and I do that a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't. I need to know what I have to do to get people to want to take care of themselves.
So this is what I'm going to have you do, okay? Now, I'm going to give you a little assignment to do on your own time, if that's okay. And this is just a brainstorming activity. I want you to make a list of all the goals that you have for your business and for yourself, okay? Make a list. It's fine if it's only 2 things. It's fine if it's 10 things. Doesn't matter how many of those things are. But I want you to make a list of the things that you would like to improve, the goals that you have, okay? And then under each topic, you're going to think about ways to execute that. Ideas, right? And then I want you to come back and see me again, and we'll go through that list together. We can bounce ideas off of each other, talk about how we're going to execute those things to happen. Do you ever do that? Do you ever do goal planning or things like that?
Not exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants, if I
Okay.
even said that. correctly.
I've never quite heard that phrase before, but I'll roll
I might
with
have
it.
said it wrong. I like to use phrases, but sometimes I mess them up.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I think I messed that one up.
I've never heard it before, but who knows?
It sounded appropriate.
It sounded a little inappropriate, but it's neither here or there. So how do you feel about that, Steve?
About the list?
Yeah, about the list.
I think I could jot down 5 to 10 things.
Okay. And I want you to take your time, you know?
Should I do it on, do I need to use college ruled paper?
You can use...
Because the last time I did an assignment, I used the wrong paper. They wouldn't accept it, and I want to make sure
You can write it on a cocktail napkin as far as I care.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I should go to the bar and make a list?
You can make your list wherever you feel most in tune with yourself. So wherever that place is at, I would say the place where you have the least distractions, where you can really just dive deep into Steve's heart.
Okay.
Maybe find a soul there while you're there.
What if nothing comes up?
Sometimes it just needs a little reawakening.
So you're saying I got a sleepy soul?
Well, you did say that you need more sleep.
You think that could be it?
It could be.
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I just got a sleepy soul.
Yeah, just not woke yet.
It's definitely not woke.
Mm-hmm.
If
Your
my
soul
soul fell asleep, it's still living in the 2000s, 1999. It's probably going to say a few things that it shouldn't say.
Maybe things about cash money.
I don't know what you're talking about.
1999 to 2000s cash money records.
Oh. I'm not that into hip hop.
Oh, okay.
I imagine that's hip hop.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm into it. I just don't dive in head first. There's more to life than just knowing that much about hip hop.
All right. Sounds good. All right, so we're going to make the list then, yeah?
I'm going to give it a shot.
All right. So you're going to come see me next week then? We'll go over that list together.
Can I have an extension?
Do you need an extension already?
I need at least 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Well, give me 1 to 2 weeks and I'll follow up with you.
All right. Well, I'm very glad that you are open into trying goal planning and finding something that works for your business. I'm very honored to be able to help you with this process. And I want to thank you, Steve, for trusting me to help you.
I really appreciate it, and I look forward to finding my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, would you like to tell our listeners how they can see your comedy or get in touch with you or visit your gym?
I have a website.
Mm-hmm.
It is Uriz Training Concepts.com. The last name, my last name, Uriz Training Concepts.com. Facebook and Instagram at Steve Uriz.
Is that how you say it? Uriz.
Uriz.
Uriz. I like that.
It's all Spanish. So that makes me half Spanish.
Ah.
And I think my soul is going to be half Spanish also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't really think souls have any sort of racial or gender identity, but...
Mine definitely will.
Okay. All right. And do you have any regular occurring performances or anything like that?
I do a open mic in Goodyear at Gus's New York Pizza. Second and fourth Tuesdays of the month. I post it on the Instagram, Facebook, and then also an open mic at a place called Scale and Feather. It's in Avondale, and we do that every Thursday.
Awesome. Well, I will be sure to stop on by.
Please do.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. If you'd like more information about me or Steve here, feel free to visit my website at www.lifecoachingcomedians.com. And don't forget that on Thursdays, we do therapy.
I think it went good. I don't like that many animals around me when I'm laying down, especially not predatory animals. I feel like I'm just a big piece of meat. I might come back within 1 to 2 weeks. I don't know if I can afford it. $5 a session is kind of pricey, and she even gives us our money back right at the end, but the gas coming over here, I don't know if I can afford it, but it really helped me a lot. I've never taken 3 breaths in a row, and it felt really good.
That's Steve. I mean, he was probably my most challenging client. I'm not really quite sure he's in reality. I mean, he may be right. He probably doesn't have a soul. The way that he referred to his children as the 9-year-old, he didn't even know how old his son was. I mean, it's interesting. You know, I didn't even really get into anything super deep, so I'm hoping the goal setting might help him to open up. I may actually encourage him to maybe go to a nursing home and volunteer some time there. That way he feels like he's helping people and he has someone to talk to. People with dementia are really good for that because they have a short memory span. So, I don't know. I'll have to see what happens with this one.